Hey, and welcome to the Mind Your Business Mentor podcast. I'm Stephanie, your mentor and your host, and I created this podcast just for you, the entrepreneur, the person who had the courage to start their own business because they were pursuing a dream and trying to now figure out how to live a life somewhere in between. Each week, we will have real conversations about getting clear on what we want from life and business, creating alignment and building systems, tools, and habits that would make a profitable solopreneur life even possible. So I have a question for you. Is your ID valid to get you into the doors of the future that you're creating? Because today, I'm checking your ID. Not the one in your wallet, but the one that you're carrying into your future. I need to know if the identity that you're holding has the credentials to match the business, the vision, and the life that you're building. Because in today's episode, we're going to get your identity in alignment with CEO status of your entire life, mentally, emotionally, authentically, holistically. Today, we're going to get into the real ID, right? So I know you have heard about the real ID. This act was put into law in 2005 following the 9/11 terrorist acts against our beautiful country of the United States. Um, they put it into play to prevent something like that from ever happening again, to minimize the terrorist acts, the ease of getting an ID and hopping on a plane to do something as horrific as what took place back in 2001. So I get it. I understand it. That was the reason behind it. I don't know why it took 20 years, but yet and still here we are, right? And you know how your ID usually expires on your birthday, depending on what year it is. I actually had 3 more years before my ID expired. And I wasn't going anywhere until November. I was in a process of renewing my passport. So I was like, I'm good because the passport would be sufficient and it's equal to a real ID because it takes the same type of credentials to obtain it. So they know that it's actually you. But I gotta go and obtain a real ID. I have to do this because I'm going to the podcast summit in August. Yes, I'm going to the podcast summit, and this will be my very first time going to the podcast summit in August. And it's in Atlanta, and I cannot get on the plane. They would turn me right around and send my little happy butt home. I'm sorry, sister, but you're not flying out with us today. They would turn me around and I was like, what? So I don't believe that I would get my passport back in time. So I'm going to go ahead and obtain my real ID. Have you had to go get a real ID? If you have, put your experience down in the comments. But in the pursuit of knowing that I got to get this done in order to get my plane, I started thinking about what's really going on as it relates to my identification. The credentials that are stated on the card are not exactly the truth about me. Number one, I got my ID years ago. It lasted a whole 10 years. I still got 3 years left on it. The height, I'm sure the height still matches. All the credentials match except for, I would say, the weight. The weight and the picture, right? They just keep renewing the picture, and I'm glad because that happened to be a pretty decent looking picture. So, and they keep using the picture, but just like the credentials on your driver's license or your ID can change, so can you. And I had to ask myself whether or not my current identity, is it going to be strong enough to carry me into the future that keeps me up at night? Is it going to be strong enough to pursue and to accomplish the dreams and the goals that I've set for myself? Is it going to be strong enough to maintain the habits that I'm going to have to do on a daily basis consistently in order to obtain those goals? Am I ready? Do I believe it? Is it who I am? And if it's not who I am, what am I doing in the future to get there? Right? So I've made a lot of changes over the years as it relates to my identity. Now, I do pride myself on being the same person. Like if I was cool in high school, if I was helpful in college, if I was very impactful and a hard worker at my job, you know, I want that type of status to maintain. It's like, oh, she's still the same. She's still the nicest person. She's still the helpful person. She's still, blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, you do want to evolve. You do want to change. If you haven't seen your friend in like a couple of years, you might not if you're pursuing constant progression, you might need to get to know them again, right? Because they're not the same. The essence, possibly. But what you remember about them, one thing that I've changed over the years is punctuality. I used to be late to everything. Now, am I still late from time to time? Yes, because circumstances had led up to that, not because of a lack of preparation. That's what I changed. I started mapping out my time, truly gauging the travel time, waking up with plenty of time. And one of the things that helped me start waking up earlier than what time I needed to leave the house is a morning routine, which took a long time to put into play, which took a long time because I had to keep adjusting it and tweaking it. But you do that so that it matches what it is that you are looking to pursue. What you're trying to pursue is to become the best version of yourself. And to become a best version of yourself, you have to be honest with yourself. Who are you today? And that doesn't mean that you have to stay that person and always have to work around those nuances and sometimes your faults. But it's being self-aware. Being aware of who you are today is definitely going to help you get to who you want to become tomorrow. As business owners, we become business owners. One of the first things is because we want more money. Of course, we want more money. We want to live a life on our own terms. We feel like our worth exceeds what a job could ever pay us. Those are things that are in the back of our head. But if it's in the back of our head, or should I say the front of our head, which is our conscious mind, we will stumble. We will procrastinate. We will get stuck. We will second guess. We will doubt. We won't believe that we're worthy. If we don't feel worthy deep down and believe that to the pit of our soul, then we will stumble and we will have a hard time pursuing what it is that we're trying to do. We will procrastinate and stop and start and stop and start. And we will chase this shiny ball and chase that shiny ball because we're constantly looking for the answers outside of ourselves, when the true answer begins with our identity. The name of my business is Mind Your Business, if you couldn't tell, because that's the name of the podcast, right? But the legal name is MYB Lifestyle, right? Which stands for Mind Your Business. But one of the main meanings of minding your business is manage thyself. You can't manage anyone else. You can't build a business. You can't run or become a leader in any space until we know how to manage ourselves, manage our time, manage how we care for our bodies, how we care for our minds, how we come off, how we carry ourselves, and how we interact with other people. What does your ID say about you? Not the one in your wallet, the one that's carrying you into your future. Do you need to renew your ID? Do you need to get your real real ID? Okay. If that is the case, let's talk about how we can change that identification. Over the years, I have changed a lot about how I conduct myself in certain areas. And it was not by accident. It was very, very intentional. One of the ways that I was able to make those changes was from a morning routine. I've gotten calmer than I have been in the past. And my excitement, or my aggression, as it's been called by certain people, my aggression was from passion, because I really believe what I was talking about. I used to talk, and I used to smack my hands, and I was very expressive, and I was loud. I was told I was loud, right? I still talk with passion. I still get excited about certain things. I just speak on them in a way where you're not watching my reaction. You're not watching my body language. You're listening to the words that I say. Because I noticed in the past that all of those gestures were distracting. All of those gestures were being misconstrued. All of those gestures had people calling me aggressive. And like, as if I wanted to start an argument. I am a lover. I am not a fighter, right? But that's something that I changed. I used to be very CP time. I used to be late everywhere that I went, because I just didn't respect my time. I didn't plan things out in its entirety. I used to be broke. I used to be broke in the sense that as the money came in, as soon as it came in, I spent it. I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a system. I didn't have positive and strong, effective money habits. That has changed. I used to look for answers outside myself. I no longer do that. And all these things slowly changed over time. Consistency from having a morning routine. Prayer, meditation, occasional journal. I don't journal every day. Occasional journaling. I wrote a vision statement of who I see myself in the future. And I read that vision statement every single day so that I can not just see it in the future. I need to act as if it has already happened. It's already done. I just came from church. If that sounds familiar, y'all, can I get an amen? Can I get a witness? It is already done. And we need to behave in that manner as if it was already done. Today is my birthday. Today is the day that God brought me forth, breathed life into my lungs, gave me the ability to decide who I wanted to be, discover what that would take, develop the skill sets and the habits and the characteristics so that I could deliver the person that would make a difference and that could be loved, that knew how to love, that knew how to recognize love, so that I could dominate my own existence. I could dominate my self-mastery. That's the 5D philosophy that I live by. That's the 5D philosophy that helps shape my identity. The other thing that helps is I got a tattoo in my late 40s, right? Or my mid 40s, right? Oh, did I tell y'all? I've taped this so many times. I don't know if I told y'all. I turned 55 today. Yeah, I turned 55. I'm a senior. Yeah. Not a senior in high school, not a senior in college, a senior in life. In my whole life, I'm a senior. And, as much as I love a discount, I am not that excited about a discount today. Not at all. But I promise you, I will be outside today collecting on some discount from somebody immediately. right? But I am grateful. I am grateful for seeing 55, and I look forward to another 30 to 40 years, if not more, in the future. But on this day is the new beginning. Today is the first day of the rest of my life. We could all say that, whether it's your birthday or not, right? And if it is your birthday, June 24th, I need you to drop that down in the chat because we're going to celebrate. I got you. Hey, all right, let's do this. Let's do this. But the other ways to change your identity is to self-reflect and to let go. Let go of the mistakes that you've made in the past. Let go of any pain that anybody else may have caused you. Forgive. That includes yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive anybody who's ever hurt you. Stop defining yourself, your identity, by that pain, by that mistake, by that regret, by not finishing what you start. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. You can only go as far as your identity will take you. If you don't see yourself as a prosperous, effective, powerful business owner, if you don't see yourself making more money than you've ever made in your life, if you don't see yourself as a good steward over the business, over the clients that you've been blessed with, it won't happen. You will work year after year after year, and you'll ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? What do I need to, do I need more money? I need more time. I need. Let me tell you right now, you have everything that you need. And I'm sure you're going to tell me, no, Stephanie, I do need more money. I need money to market. I do need more money because I don't even know how to run this store. I do need more money because I need to hire some people to help me in this. I'm sure you're going to debate on what I'm saying. And I still stand. You don't need anything. You need to see it so that you can reverse engineer it and do it on a daily basis until it happens. Until it happens. Because it's not going to happen overnight. It never does. Nothing worth pursuing happens overnight. You say overnight sensation. Go holler at that person that you're calling an overnight sensation, and they will show you 10 years plus. 10 years plus that they have been working toward that. What we do every single day is either getting us closer to what we want or further away. I need to see your ID. What does your ID say? So for the first name, because your ID has certain credentials on it, correct? And those credentials would be your name. I want you to replace your name with a person with a vision. And then your date of birth. You can make it today. We can be birthday buddies. You can make it for today. That's cool. You can be brand new. You can be brand new today, right? And for your eyes, I wanted to say open. My eyes are open. I'm not pretending that all of this is somebody else's fault. I'm not pretending that somebody else is in the way of my dreams and what I want out of life. I'm not pretending that if it hadn't been for this, that, and the other, and the fifth, my eyes are open. It's up to me. If it's going to be, it's up to me. And under status, I want you to put becoming. I am working toward evolving into a God-fearing, productive, best version of myself every single day. You are becoming, and you can be happy with just being who you are in the process because you're walk into your future today. Act as if it has already happened. And then for expiration, never. Your identity never expires, even after God calls you home. It never expires. It will stay. It will stay with your loved ones. It will stay with your children, your children's children, your children's children. Leave a legacy of heart, a legacy of love, and a financial legacy, right? And then for your identification number, you're the chosen one. You're the chosen one. It's you. You need to build the identity that's going to carry you into your future, because I'm going to tell you this, you're enough. You're the boss. You had the courage to step out on faith and start a business. Man up. Put your chest out. Put your chin up. Put a smile on your face and plow through the trials and the tribulations, because they're going to come. That's just what business is. We're problem solvers, so you don't think that you're going to be without problems, right? We are problem solvers, but the better we get at solving problems, that pertains to us as well. That's a skill set we can use within our own lives. I thank you so much for allowing me to take up space in your time and your day, in this day. You know, you made a powerful decision just by pushing play. And I appreciate you letting me walk alongside of you while we go through this journey in creating a life that we have never lived before. Creating a life of freedom where we work less, make more impact, and have more money than we need, so that we can put some of that money to work in other areas of our lives throughout our family, organizations, churches, making a difference and making an impact. And if you want to start building a new identity, take the MYB assessment. It's called the My Beginning Assessment. It's inside of the community and it's free. You will assess the 6 areas of your life, and then you will write out, if you could have it any way in each area of your life, what would that look like, right? You will take it through the 5D philosophy. You'll make new decisions for that area of your life. You will discover what it's going to take and the price. And if you're willing to pay it, you're going to develop the new habits, a plan, a system to follow, right? And you're going to deliver on that plan and those systems and those habits every single day, so that you can dominate your own being. You can dominate self-mastery. Because if you can master yourself, everything else that comes your way is doable. You can withstand it. You can conquer it. You can blast through it, right? None of us like problems, but they're inevitable, just like death and taxes. You hear me? No, for real. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. So I just want to thank you for spending this birthday with me. I am so grateful to see another year, another age. I'm getting ready to go have a nice lunch on Dave. Yes, on David Shan's, on his bill. No, he sent me my money for doing what he told me to do and switching my podcast to a video podcast. And this is the 2nd episode, and it will not be the last. I will, my new schedule is going to be Tuesdays at 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Every Tuesday, I will be dropping a new video episode, and I'm also on Apple podcast. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Audible. I'm on Google Podcasts. I'm on all of them, right? So you'll be able to follow me. So follow me, subscribe, hit the like button, make any comments that you would like to make. Let me know if your idea is valid to carry you into the future. I really would like to have that conversation with you. And if not, come on into the community and start your NYB assessment, assess it, write out the plan of what you want to improve. And then there's a whole list of books and videos that you can listen to under all of those different categories that can spark some ideas and give you some hacks and some tricks on how to get it together and to start building this vision that you have of yourself. You have to see it before anybody else does, right? So until next time, stay positive, stay focused, stay aligned, and more importantly, mind your business. I'm out.